Good morning and welcome to the 44th Annual Brattleboro Independence Day Parade. Brattleboro Goes Fourth. This is Tim Johnson along this year
with Jim Maxwell.
Wow.
And he's got his Sox cap on, which is great. I forgot to bring my Yankees cap, but political division is okay, yeah?
The color theme this year is red, white, and blue.
Oh, I forgot about
which I believe you've got covered. But
well, blue and white anyway, the Yankees.
Today, we celebrate our nation's independence with a variety of events here in Brattleboro. But as I say year after year, it's also time for us to pause and reflect about who we are as Americans. For me, it means several things. It means hard work. This country was built on the backs of many hard workers, taking advantage of opportunity. This, of course, the Brattleboro Police Department, the lead unit. And that looks like, if I can see his face, it's Gunny, Chief Mike Fitzgerald. And up next here, the Brattleboro Elks, Lodge 1499 and emblem number 517. Not only do they have a old-time car with them, but members of the organization are hand-carrying a gigantic-size American flag.
That's beautiful. That's a Ford.
Wow.
That is a beautiful automobile.
Can I see the other arm, Claire? All right. Claire Lavender.
Did she fall out of the car?
She actually had a fall just a few weeks ago, but she's recovering nicely and still has that great smile on her face.
That's good.
And of course, the Elks members show the American flag, and they do participate in Flag Day every year.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had known that, but they do a ceremonial burning of flags that no longer are suitable for display.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. You know, maybe someday soon we'll have another star. Puerto Rico comes into the Union. That's always a possibility. It's been in the offing for decades now, but who knows, right?
Yeah, there's a vote coming up which would either grant Puerto Rico independence, allow their continued existence as a territory, or make them the U.S.'s 51st state.
Right.
Great to see members of the Elks Lodge 1499. Great to see you guys. Now, you recognize that song that is being played, don't
God Bless America. And I always think of Kate Smith.
Indeed. This time around, it's the Brattleboro American Legion Band, led by Ray Brown. Let's listen. The American Legion, followed by the American Legion Band support vehicle. Great to see Post 5 in action today. Now you can describe these next guys, Jim.
Yeah, it's the Brattleboro Fire Department in the official garb, the official uniforms. With a flag, marching, quite a regiment there. And of course behind them,
Chief D. Michael Bukasi. And of course, Deputy Chief Lenny Howard.
And this is a group of people who are tirelessly professional and life-saving.
Brattleboro, a 24/7 department of paid staffers.
And this is the sort of thing, along with rescue, that we sometimes take for granted. But boy, hey Steve, good.
Public Works Director Steve Barrett, a call captain. He seems to know where the water is, so he's usually the water supply guy.
Yeah, he's right there with the hose. And they always are, which is good for us. You know, it's a town where there are a lot of people here during the day that don't live here, so we need services for more than our population.
That we do, and certainly any call force like you'll find in the smaller towns has people who work and can't be
Yeah.
able to go to a fire.
Impressive fire engines. Engine 4 and Engine 3, the Brattleboro Fire Department.
In fact, their West Brattleboro station has been newly renovated. The station on Elliott Street is
Just
in the
about
process
getting
of-
there. Yep.
And look at this. I got to talk about this one. As we were saying,
Here's the drop
this is
top.
Road Trip Masters from the Discovery Channel, Discovery Destination America. And they're out handing out candy, having a good time. Glad to see that Brattleboro, Vermont gets this kind of attention on the 4th of July. Okay, smile, gentlemen, you're on TV. You bet. Love your Cadillac.
That is a
You're welcome.
drop-top Cadillac.
Perfect. I like it. So, gentlemen, not only are you on Destination America, you're on Brattleboro Community TV, Channel 8.
Now let me ask you, the drop top, does that mean it's just a convertible, or is there a particular feature of a drop top?
You'd have to ask the owner.
All right, we'll have to see the show.
Yeah, absolutely. He's
All right. Well, good luck. Welcome to town.
so much. Have a good one.
Baton Twirlers, Tim.
Yes.
Wow.
Brattleboro area Baton Twirlers are here with their host, Pine Heights at Brattleboro.
Excellent.
And of course, Katy Perry's Firework is
Yeah.
the song they're twirling to.
Young and old Baton Twirlers.
Now this happens every year. Early on in the day, kids are invited to decorate their bikes and ride on the parade. Thank you to the Brattleboro Recreation and Parks Department. And of course, our host for the activities this afternoon is the Recreation and Parks Department, led by Carol Lolott and Jesse Cudworth, who of course, they are working
Hey,
hard as
Carol.
always. Something about a kid on a bike.
Something about, I want to get my bike again. I want to decorate my bike.
You know, I'm glad to see that they all have helmets and those bikes are all registered. Great job.
And they're all on leashes. That's good too. I remember putting the cards in the spokes.
Oh, check this out.
Yes, we have Small Fry. Oh, I remember it so well. My son Wyndham out there at Small Fry. The fun, the running those little bases.
In fact, 2:30 this afternoon at the Memorial Park, Lower Field, the Small Fry All-Star Game. And I know somebody who's singing the national anthem at the event.
Oh, who will that be? Someone named Tim?
Yes, it will be.
Ubiquitous Tim.
Great to see you guys. Great job, as always.
Way to go, Small Fry.
All right.
And Big Fry.
Yes. Extra fries, please.
So we have a rescue ambulance coming along here. And as we've already mentioned, without Drew and his crew at rescue, where would we be? They are
And
so important.
Joining us on screen, several detachments, veterans of foreign wars, post 1034, along with Gold Star mother and stepdad, in memory of PFC Kyle Gilbert. We will never forget. Marine Corps League Detachment 798 coming into view, along with the car with plates Semper Fi, Semper Fidelis, always faithful.
And then we'll be having the Vietnam Veterans of America, Brattleboro Chapter 843.
And it's good to see that on the hood of that
that's-
Vietnam Veterans car is a helicopter used as what they call a gunship.
Yep. Boy, talk about controversial wars, but that has nothing to do with the people who serve and suffer and
Agreed. Anyone
Do it.
who served in any conflict deserves our utmost respect and
support.
admiration.
And particularly support when they get back to the States.
You bet. Thank you for your service.
It's another thing in America, you can argue about what's right and what's wrong by way of war, but you can't argue about the sacrifices that men and women make.
And here's Brattleboro Masonic Lodge, number 102, free and accepted Masons. Happy 4th
Happy
to
4th. Hi, James. How are you?
you. My gosh.
And coming up now, we have Agave.
Agape.
Sorry, I should know that. That's the Greek word for adoration or love.
Yes.
Agape.
Great to see the men and women and the kids from Agave. They were working to be one of the largest floats, and I think they've succeeded. Oh my gosh.
There's a grandson,
I
a
did mine
granddaughter.
this morning when I fed him. There we are. Great to see a group of people. In fact, Senior Pastor Michael Gant actually did my ceremony when I got married.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, longtime friend of the family.
And coming into view now, Holton Home, right next to my office up there at Western Avenue.
And they do co-own Bradley House.
And Bradley House, indeed.
Yes.
And there's Lee. Hi, Lee. How are you?
And Cindy, good to see you.
I do.
You see, this is what happens when you have somebody walk in a walker through a 3-mile parade. You have a gap.
Yeah, a bit of a gap, but by God, it's not much of a gap.
Doing great. In fact, they even have a support vehicle there. Must also be from Holton Home and Bradley House, but we'll double check. I believe that's the case. Good job.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
And to be in that good a physical shape.
That's pretty amazing, I must say.
I mean, we're both at the age where you wake up and if something hurts, you know that you're still with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Good morning.
And the Thompson House.
Yes, in fact, that was the home of Brattleboro's Thompson School of Nursing, which later transferred to Vermont Technical College. They had both the nursing home and the nursing school.
You are really an extraordinary human being.
Well,
we've got to have you.
look
We've got to
at
have
this.
you dictate the history of the world.
Thank you, Chuck Cummings, for your years of service.
Yes.
One of the people who we miss dearly.
Yes.
Chuck Cummings, who was a great man, great community servant of Brattleboro. And now coming into view, the people I'm very familiar with: Vernon Advent Christian Homes, Vernon Birches, Vernon Hall, and Vernon Green. From independent living to assisted living to full nursing home facilities. A community of caring that you can call home. Great to see you. My gosh, look at that. And you know these people.
The band from the Brattleboro Union High School.
Let's hear it, band, directed by Steve Rice. And here we are, the Brooks Memorial Library.
Library rocks.
The freedom to read. One of the freedoms that can't be emphasized enough.
Library and the free flow of information, the ability to read, find out what you need to know, essential. So much a part of July 4th and independence. And wow, how lucky we are in Brattleboro for our Brooks Memorial Library.
Oh, check this out. The Brattleboro Outing Club and Brattleboro Tennis Club are giving us a live demonstration
Indeed.
of playing tennis.
All we need is a 90-mile-an-hour serve, and we'll be in great shape.
I believe that was a double fault right there.
Yeah, right there. No question. Someone is now love 15.
Thank you. And they are telling
So we're
you
getting-
that you can.
Well,
try
yeah,
tennis.
if you're new to tennis, you can try Tennis 101.
Very nice.
So you probably just go to
BrattleboroTennis.org.
Yep. BrattleboroTennis.org for Tennis 101.
Now here's something that has been going for more than 60 years.
Yep.
The Brattleboro Winter Carnival. Every winter, Brattleboro does such a great job with 9 days of events in the heart of winter. Everything from variety show to pageants to all kinds of
Oh, yes.
outdoor and indoor events.
Yeah, well, when you have winters like we do, you learn how to celebrate them, right?
That you
Find
do.
a way to keep your eyelids open.
Happy 4th of July to everybody. Great job.
Everybody stay safe tonight.
And
Thank you.
And the Winter Carnival Queen from this past year.
I'll make sure I stay safe. I'll wrap myself in bubble wrap. How's that?
So, Tim,
I think you know
we
these
are.
guys.
Here we are with our community radio station, WVEW 107.7 FM. 24 hours, 7 days, 365 days a year.
Now, do you still do some things?
How you
for
doing,
them,
Ralph?
Jim?
Yes, indeed.
Do you still
Pardon?
do some things for them?
I still do my show.
Now, what's that called?
It's called Art Talk. It's Fridays from 4 to 5 on 107.7. Recently, I've had to miss a few because of, unfortunately, earning a living.
Oh, yes.
But I've been doing it for over 10 years.
Very nice. Now, these are the Brattleboro Little Leaguers, the 10, 11, and 12-year-old All-Stars. All will begin play in the next several weeks in regional competition.
Oh, yes.
The South Main Street field is where you can get the best hot dog in town. Grilled hot dogs for $1.75. And they
Wow.
grill the rolls.
Okay, we got to get out there.
Yes. All right. Wow.
And-
Thank you. I got my
That-
obligatory candy.
That's also a great place to just go and sit up on the bank and watch the kids play baseball and just enjoy a summer evening.
And there's League Commissioner
Hey,
Dave Sear.
How are you, Dave?
Great to see you, sir.
No, are you kidding me? No, the word is loquacious, voluble.
There are still words left in the dictionary we haven't used yet. Now this would be Kelly's Dance Academy.
Okay.
Oh, really? Wow. Using the Who's Baba O'Reilly as a backdrop. I want to see that dance routine.
All the different dance classes at Kelly's, from classical to contemporary.
Man. Brings me back to my misspent youth.
Yeah, well, let's misspend some more of that youth, Tim.
Oh,
By
yes, I
God,
still have some left.
There's misspending yet to be done, I'm sure.
And of course, here's one of Brattleboro's newer businesses, Clear Choice MD Urgent Care at
Right
the
on
roundabout
exit 3.
5991. However, whenever I go there, I think of pizza. Because that was the old Pizza Hut
Yes, it
location
was
in Brattleboro.
indeed. And after all that pizza, you needed urgent care. So
And of
that
course-
all works together very well.
There you go.
And H&R Block, also out there on Putney Road with all the businesses and activity that goes on out there.
You betcha. In fact, they are doing tax preparation courses during this time of year, and they're very busy between January and April 15th every year.
Really?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Maybe one day we'll reform all of that tax stuff.
Oh, definitely. Now, I'll take this next one. One of the many media partners out there, FM 104.9 Nash Icon, WYRY. Great to have them, as always, in the parade.
There's a
Yes.
lot of
Great to see you guys.
contemporary country, but Tim, as you know, you and I are fans of the great old Merle Haggards and Johnny Cashes, Hank Williams. Now we have another regiment of fire coming
In
along
fact,
here.
Division 4 now in our parade, out of the 4 divisions. And we'll tell you that those indeed are members of the Guilford Volunteer Fire Department. And remember, Labor Day weekend, Guilford Fair on Sunday and Monday, they put out a great chicken barbecue.
Yeah, they sure do, and that's another example of things having kind of gone away and come back again with a lot of local effort. You know, the Guilford Fair was gone for a couple of years, and now it's back.
Oh,
Better than
definitely.
ever. Volunteer fire, wow, that's something to be grateful for.
In fact, several volunteer departments are going to be marching in this parade and driving their equipment.
Well, here's the Guilford Engine number 90.
Actually, if you hear the call on the radio,
Yeah.
it's company number 90 out of Southwest New Hampshire Mutual Aid. For instance, it would be Mutual Aid 90 M1.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I say when I'm need more coffee.
When you're dispatching, yes. You do it with dispatch.
Mutual Aid caffeine, please.
Now, think of the investment, not only of the equipment, investment of the amount of time and money it takes to do training. Because
absolutely.
all of the training it takes for a fire department nowadays, it's not just grabbing the hose off the back of the truck.
Yeah, right. It's not buckets from the lake.
And of course, that would be Putney's 38M2. Putney Fire Department.
Putney's 38M2.
No, I, in my day, was a dedicated scanner listener. And this looks like the Rhoden Fire Department, led by Chief Todd Capon, Captain Keith Franklin, among others, and their chaplain, Reverend Bruce Burks. Good to see you guys.
You know, you can ask yourself, why is it that July 4th's parades, historically and traditionally, feature police, fire? Well, it's because the community's bedrock safety depends on this, and that, in turn, is what supports independence and what keeps us all going. So we celebrate this. We celebrate the time and the sacrifices that we make in order to keep our communities safe.
Now, if you want to get involved in a community, get involved either as a volunteer helping raise money or get involved as a member of a fire department.
Indeed. That's right. Plus, there's a lot of fun, right? They
You bet.
have their barbecues and or whatever they do.
West Dummerston Volunteer Fire Department, they put on quite a feed.
Do they?
Yes, in
Tim, you
fact-
must get around to all of these.
Oh, I know a meal at 100 miles. Here we go. Chief Rick Lumen, all right. In fact, West Dummerston does a pancake breakfast during Columbus Day weekend with the Dummerston Apple Pie Festival.
I'm ravenous. You're just making me. I'm going to have to leave and go get waffles.
You know, I'm actually going to maybe do some sort of show, hit all of the volunteer suppers. That would be fun.
You could do it on cable. You'd be an instant sensation. And isn't Dummerston where they do the cherry pie or something every year?
No, that was the Apple Pie Festival.
The apple pie. Oh,
Yes.
brother, that's pretty great
That's
too.
a fundraiser for the Dummerston Center Congregational Church.
Okay.
They make 1,400 pies and sell them,
Yep.
and they raise close to half their annual budget that way.
Wow. So here we are. Now, you know all the numbers of these trucks.
Yes, that would be 9M2.
That's a good-looking truck right there.
Yes, it is.
That's quite a rig they got.
Now, I've got to announce this next one because, after all, I've spent much of my misspent adulthood at 96.7 and AM 1450, The Ticket, WTSA. All of my current
Lillian,
and former
how are you?
co-workers, Lillian, Dave, and of course, Olga. Great to see you guys. Good morning. Ian, Kelly, Dan, Clint, Bob.
And I remember so
right.
often seeing you as you
Great.
bridged.
Good morning.
You bridged the time period in radio
Thank you.
from all of that.
They get it.
From
Now,
all of that manual.
this.
Oh yeah.
SIT's, Vermont Governor's Institute on Current Issues and Youth Activism. They're in the middle
Wow.
of 2 weeks of discussion about how to be the next generation of leaders.
Yes. This is what it's all about, folks.
Yeah.
We have a tremendously energetic, enthusiastic group of Governor's Institute learners, students, educators.
Now, these are all chosen from area high schools
Okay.
all around Vermont.
Yep.
And Woody Guthrie's This Land Is Your Land. Thank you so much. Wow. To know that
Yeah.
teenagers know Woody Guthrie makes
With-
my heart sing.
Without this, without that sense of history,
Yeah.
without that sense of independently forging what you want and what you need, we go nowhere. This is the opposite of indifference. Congratulations to the Governor's Institute.
And there we are, another group of dedicated young people, Brattleboro Boys and Girls Club, led by Ricky Davidson. Thank you, guys. In
Well
fact,
done.
they have a very active summer food program.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Because after all, a lot of kids just need an ear. And
I love all the swag,
food.
Tim. We're getting a lot of swag here. I've got lollipops. I've got...
Ah, thank you. Well, whoops.
And there's Alfred coming up on the back of a Silverado.
Great dress, Alfred. Love it. Love is patriotic. Brattleboro Selectboard. Randy, Tim, Town Manager Peter Elwell, Bob Sisler. All right. And of course, great to see you guys. The O'Connors.
There's
Molly
State
Burke,
Representative Valerie Stewart.
Here we go.
All right.
The Civil Rights for All group.
Civil rights for all.
Now,
So on the one hand, you have fire and police, which protect our safety, and on the other hand, you have activism, enthusiasm for the issues, the policies, laws, and regulations that we need to continually be refreshing ourselves and learning about.
now there was a Todd Rundgren song that you
Indeed.
bet that England Dan and John Ford Coley did, and the line that runs to my head now is, "Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer."
Indeed.
And it is. And here we have the Brattleboro Fire Rescue Truck and the Brattleboro Police Cruiser marking the end of this year's 4th of July parade. Now, I want you to know that 9:30 tonight, fireworks by North Star, a Vermont-owned company based in Montpelier. And it's all free, but make a donation to Brattleboro Goes Fourth. Thank you, BCTV crew. Jim Maxwell, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
Tim.
taking time out of your day.
Sure, absolutely.
All right.
My pleasure.
Have a tremendous 4th, everybody. This is Tim Johnson. We are independent. We are Brattleboro. We are BCTV.org. Have a great day.